Guys, we have constructed our best bits of the year. Do you think we're right? Do you think we're wrong? Is there a moment we've missed? Hit us up in the comments and tell us what your favourite part of the year is. And here's the best bits.
Thanks for joining us through all this. We appreciate it so much.
This was the first time that I was getting accused of sexual harassment. This was the first time. I'll tell you the second time. Art teacher, I'm like third year, and we used to, maybe even fourth year, and we used to do like art projects. So you would have to like draw certain pictures. So you had to pick a country, and from the country, you would then have to draw this piece. And I was pretty good at art, and the teacher was like, she was nice. Every time I was in a class, she would always talk to me about bands. She liked Teenage Flying Club. She liked all these cool indie rock bands, like fucking grunge. And she used to invite me up to her class at lunchtime to finish off work. And she would come over and sit next to me and talk to me, and I would be like, "Da-da-da."
They are the signs.
Fucking right there.
They are the signs, mate.
I had this conversation with the head teacher when I tried to tell him, they're the signs. And he's like, so anyway.
He's raging. He wasn't getting asked to do it at lunchtime.
So I'd went up here countless times at lunchtime, and I'm like, right, today's the day. Today is a fucking day. And I put my hand on her thigh to test the water.
Fair test.
It's a fair test, isn't it? Because there was an option where...
Standard test at our generation.
Like, so she
possibly
either...
not yours, Craig.
In my head, puts the hand over, we share a moment, we look at each other's eye. Next time
Gives
you
you
know,
the signal.
I'm using my wee fucking
Clapping
walnut.
cheeks.
This wee guy's going, getting a higher art degree right there and then.
You're making some splatters on that wall.
Hey, I like it. Painting that
You've got
canvas,
Jackson
bro.
Pollock, eh? It erupted. It erupted fucking quickly. It descended into fucking madness. She stood up, but the seat flew, and she went, "Get out of my class," and like fucking lost her shit. And I was like, blah, blah. I was like trying to like, I was like, sorry, sorry. She's like, "Get out of my class." Fucking lost her shit, right? This is lunchtime. I leave. I'm in like, say I'm in fucking modern studies or something like that. That whole fucking period, I was shitting myself. Chap at the door comes.
Paul.
I knew it was coming. And when I get picked up and taken to the head teacher's office, they never uttered a word to me. And I was like, well, do you know what it's about? None. Oh no. So we go into the class. We go into the head teacher's room.
Is she there?
No, she wasn't there. And
That's how you know you have assaulted her, eh?
Aye. Colin Bullock, his name was, cracking head teacher. Great guy. Paul, can you have a seat? Aye. He sits down and he says, what happened? And I says, I misread the sign. He went, stop. And I said, he's like, do not say you misread the signs. And I says, I thought, and he went, stop. And he was like, do you know you can get done for sexual harassment? And I said, no. And I started greeting because I was just a wee boy. I was like, oh, and he's like, listen, Mrs. Lyons wants to get you done with sexual harassment.
What a cow, eh?
And I was like, but, and he's like, you did not misread any signs. There was no signs. And I was like,
there was definitely signs, mate.
She's like, she was just trying to help you. She was being nice. Anyway, there was like children's panel and everyone getting involved in this. Right. So that was it. That was it. It done me. Fast forward another year. I was only back in her class, by the way. Obviously.
Seems a bit harsh. How were you doing in art up until then?
Really fucking great. For some reason, I went every fucking day.
Never missed a class, by the way.
A year later, I'm in the head of arts department, right? Remember when you're a wee boy and your like tails and your like shirt would come out?
We didn't have uniform in my
So
school.
you remember when your shirt come out? How would you tuck it back in? You would undo your tap button. She comes walking in the classroom just so I'm doing this. And she loses her fucking mind at me. I'm already a sexual pest in that department anyway.
But you're doing a bit when you're that age, aren't you? What's the problem here?
But I'm like 15 at this point, and not the same teacher, another female teacher loses her fucking mind with me again, fucking launches me at the classroom again, and I'm out in front of Bullock again, and he's like, sexual harassment again? I was like, aye. Like, what happened this time? Did you misread the signs? Like, I was just tucking myself in. He was like, she said, "Do your hands on your pants?" And I was like, I was tucking myself in. My shirt had come out and I was tucking myself in. I was like back in the art classroom again. Whose fault's this?
Teachers.
She was fucking hot.
Aye. She has led you up the garden path.
Aye. All she had to do was this. Oh yeah.
And it could have stayed between you.
It could have. So that was my
It could have.
2 sexual harassment experiences in high school.
That was amazing. That was the only time I ever got to see GSP fighting in person.
That's cool.
Did I tell you the story about the next day?
No.
Right, so we went to Hard Rock and they had rehab, which is it's like a pool party on the Sunday. Have it all day on a Sunday.
Where was Hard Rock? Well, that was up next.
Hard Rock's
Virgin.
the Virgin.
now.
That's
Aye.
the Virgin one now. Right?
Belter pool, by the way.
Aye, it's cracking, really cool. And so we're in, and there was quite a few. There was, what's it called, a boy that used to do the Peruvian necktie.
OSP.
No.
Or the Peruvian.
American guy. He was on the Ultimate Fighter.
Diego Sanchez.
No, he was a light heavyweight and he lost in the final. Remember the guy kicked out the window and he get chucked off the show and he get replaced. I want to say CB Dollaway. CB Dollaway. That's he was he was sitting drinking with us, and the boy that nearly choked out Anderson Silva as well. Years ago, he won the Ultimate Fighter the year that it was the comeback. Remember the comeback, and Matt Serra won it, and Travis Lutter. So we were drinking with them, right? And me and my cousin were like, right, we need to fucking go and get shifted. And just as we left, we heard GSP. I was like, GSP's not here, is he? My cousin was like, I'm going to go around and take a look. So we went round, and sure enough, all these cunts are sitting at the bottom of the slide, like GSP, and he comes down holding 2 bottles of fucking Budweiser, comes down the slide, right, into the water. And I was like, fuck it, I need to meet this guy because GSP's my favourite of all time, right? So I kind of swam over and I was like, George, how you doing, man? I says, we came all the way from Scotland to come and watch you fighting. And he picked me up and put me on his shoulder, right? See, like Macho Man with Miss Elizabeth, right? Like that. So I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. And then more people have come over. And do you know he just done that with me? Away, man.
I hope he's not your favourite fighter anymore.
See if it hadn't have been at the swimming pool, I'd have been fucked because I would have broke my fucking 2 legs, no doubt about it. But they had a fake beach, so it was like sand, and I landed in the sand, and I was like, thank fuck. But that's my GSP story.
That does sound like an adventure, like. Mate, don't tell me you've never been at a nightclub.
I've probably drank in worse.
Mate, like a sort of, I probably shouldn't go back with this group, but you know what? Chance I ride here.
Side
Boys
quest.
seem alright.
I like a wee side quest.
Just had a 3.5 dropped off. I'm going to be awake for a bit now anyway. Get what I mean?
Make hair put on the flare.
No toilet seat.
I'll put a wee thing on social just saying, looking to do a live show. Who's got a venue? Who's want to host us?
Aye.
See what we get.
Absolute beauty at New Year. There's a couple of guys that came out. We just said like mid-20s guys that came out. They're like, mate, we've had enough. We're calling it a night. And they were like, by the way, you do the Leather podcast? I'm like, aye, mate. They were like, oh, we're like big Thai fans, big fans of Nico Carrillo. We saw him on and they're chatting away. Like, they were proper educated on it. It was brilliant to actually talk to a couple of guys. And they were like, what do you think about this? And chatting away, it was good. And they were like, oh, our mate's in there. He's not wanting to come out. He's chatting away to a bird he thinks he's riding. And I was like, aye, it started to trail off by now. It's getting kind of quiet. And the boy came out. He's like, well, you take the fucking apartment key. I'm going to go back in. I'm with this bird. I was like, mate, show me this lassie your way. So he takes me down and says, that's her there. And I'm like, I hate to break this to you, my man. I'm like, but every week she does exactly this. She comes here every fucking Saturday night. You'll have bought her drinks all night and anything else that she's asked for, you'll have bought her. I'm like, and she's going to go home without you. I'm like, every Saturday without fail. And there's like, obviously these sort of predatory lassies who he's like, no, I'm telling you, mate, I'm 100%. I was like, I'm telling you, mate, she's been doing this every Saturday for the last 4 years. Like, you're no getting her right. Anyway.
Does he ditch her?
She ditched him.
I'd get into the world of sex. Nice. Oldest profession. Can't AI that shit up.
Aye. Well, you don't know that.
You're still going to need, like, obviously porn can be AI'd, but just getting loads.
I still just couldn't imagine
just getting loads dumped into you, or dumping loads, always required.
Absolutely, aye. I just couldn't imagine not raw dogging,
Would you be like, no, knee Johnny's?
Never.
Don't know where your wellies in the bath, eh?
Would you shag a robot
No.
20 years from now?
What do you mean 20 years from now?
What? What? Eh.
Aye,
I need,
of course.
Like,
I need connection, eh?
like we're past the days of like inflatable fucking sex dolls.
Hmm.
We've got full sex robots now.
Aye, right on about it. That's their job. That's your job.
Seen the arses?
Aye,
You
it's
seen
just
these?
a bust. It's just
Aye,
like
have
a
you seen them?
booty bust.
Have you seen these?
blast it?
Tremendous, eh?
But
Hilarious.
There's ones that are like made from molds of like actual
Aye,
like porn
and
stars
you can
and stuff.
smack them and they jiggle in that, eh?
Yeah.
Excellent. I would actually give one of them a blast just for a laugh.
What do you mean a laugh?
Nah,
Mate, they're fucking no cheap.
that must be humiliating as
Go and see how
well.
much a sex doll is.
I don't want to Google it.
What's
no.
humiliating? Shagging a bust and arse?
Aye,
What's
Mate,
the difference between that and just
Your
beating
fucking
one up?
hand.
I don't know.
Your
Like,
hand more godly, would you say?
I don't like just a fucking cut off ass.
Just
Where do you pit? What
Do-
does it like
edge of the
suction?
bed?
Does
Do
it suction cup onto something?
Do you
or-
talk dirty to it still?
I fucking drop elbows on the cup.
You're like, yeah, your ass,
slag.
you bitch.
And then
fucking
and then
worthless
if you
whore.
want to use that again, you need to clean up after yourself.
Oh.
You need to get like a fucking know how like the way you,
Maybe it's like a wee inner thing, and you just pull it out
like an inside bucket.
like a sock, maybe. Just blowing loads into socks.
Did you not have a favourite jizz sock when you were a teen?
Mhm.
So that's what it was for.
It wasn't my
This-
favourite. It was just
this is the most.
that's where it was. That was its
couldn't
job.
get it in the washing.
I know, because it gets to a point where you're like, just have to bin this cunt, eh?
Right.
Just like slyly when you're fucking mad's out or something, just like fucking get that in the wheelie bin. Those were the days.
Right.
Those were the days, Craig.
Right, how we went from 6'7" to
Mate, it was you. Who
Blasting
ass
robots.
busts.
it was you who brought it here.
Is that what it's called, an ass bust?
Mate,
I
bring
don't
one
know.
of them up, mate.
I can't
How no?
because there's somebody that fucking monitors our Wi-Fi.
Who is it?
The IT guy.
Is he all right or no?
Oh, I've never met him.
Aye.
Has he phoned you up for a wedding? Has he been listening? There's been a lot of ass stuff happening in the
See
Leather
when-
podcast.
See, when you've got the two guys in, there's some questionable Googling going on. What's happening here?
If one of you want to Google it, you can feel free.
Oh,
You can send the picture into the chat and I can bring it up.
What are you going for? You going for the ass bust?
I'll go ass bust.
Right, I'll go full on sex doll, right?
Right.
It's just honking a shit.
Have you ever
Shit myself.
shit your pants?
Oh, many times, mate.
Shat myself. I drank a bottle of whiskey with Stevie Lane. Shat myself.
That'll do it.
And
I've sneezed and done it.
no, I've no sneezed and shat myself.
Aye.
But I have shit myself.
Done it on a plane once.
I remember shitting myself as a wee boy.
Aye.
It was just a big dookie in my drawers, in the doors. Like, remember back in the day when your mum and dad just went out and they locked the door?
Aye.
And they locked the door behind you?
Cunts didn't believe it, and then you'd get an intermittent phone call on the landline. You know, everyone all right? Aye.
No. They locked you out.
Oh, outside.
Aye. So they just
Oh,
went,
no, I
my
got
mum and dad used to just go away and they would just lock the front and back door. If you didn't go to your grand's, cool.
That was definitely a
And I remember I needed a shit and I come running back and I tried the front door, nobody was in there, and I was like, tried the back door and I was to go into my next door neighbours to use the toilet, and before I even get round the gate, Duke,
Mate, nearly happened to me last year in Vegas.
big dookie.
See, when we got back to the Airbnb, you weren't in. I can't mind what. You had gone somewhere and it was just me and Greg and we couldn't get the door to work. And I was like,
I'm going to shut it.
I'm in real trouble here. Like, to the point where am I doing this? Like, am I doing it in the street? Am I doing it in the garden? What is my angle here? And luckily I managed to get the grid off the fucking window.
I
and
remember
climb in.
we were, you had just got off the plane.
Aye. And we couldn't get
You
in
ever
touch
shit-
with couldn't get my
Aye.
phone to work.
You ever shit yourself?
Like,
Don't
see-
say you've known me.
No, the closest I've come to like shit myself, and like I see
wee
that
fart.
this day, I don't know how it happened. I was in my house and I was on the phone to Chloe. I hadn't had a
Oh,
drink or
delay.
anything, and I was just sitting on the couch and I was talking away to her, and I was like, fucking feels wet. Just shit just fell out my bum. And I said to Chloe, I was like,
Fell out my bum.
I've just shit my pants. And then like see for like the next weeks, because I was going to work and stuff like that, I was like, it's going to happen again. I'm going to be in work and I was going to be shite falling in my
Been there,
trouser
man.
leg.
Aye.
It's been-
It literally just
You catch
happened.
it, you, oh!
I mean, me and
Oh,
Lewis were out walking one day, and I've got a myriad of stomach issues, and I was like, I'm too late. And I just actually had to run to bushes at the side of a path, pull my shorts out, like, Lewis, keep the fucking eye out. She was shit. Oh,
I think I've told this before.
back up the road.
There was a time where Joe Rogan said that everybody done it. and he had this thing called bulletproof coffee. Do you remember?
I
this?
remember bulletproof coffee.
So you used to brew a coffee, right? So you'd make a coffee and you'd put in some MCT oil and then you put some coconut oil in it, or vice versa, and some butter.
Mhm.
So this was, you used to have this in the morning. It was to promote like healthy fats in your gut so that your body would stay in ketosis. So you'd have that. And I was going to work one morning. I was working, it was must have been during like some sort of break, because it was like an in-service day. And I had nailed this coffee. And I'm driving to work. I had to pull over and jump out and had to shit in the bushes. And I had a t-shirt in my motor and I had to use the t-shirt to wipe my ass, but it was literally just like so much fat. And I remember just like, I had done like a squat against a tree. So I put my back against the tree and just hovered over this, like trying to shit in this. And it just basically ran out my ass. And I had like white mass with this t-shirt and just fucked the t-shirt away. And I get in and I had shit all up my back of my legs and my trousers because it's hitting the ground. It's just...
Wouldn't you believe how many cunts stay at
Oh,
night?
yeah. And this is like an in-service day, so it's just full of teachers. Shit all up the back of my legs. And I go into the toilet and I'm using, like, remember the old brown fucking paper towels to try and wipe the shin guy off my shins.
20th fight in UFC.
Yeah,
If we didn't start with that, we wouldn't be doing you justice, eh? So
20 fights is a fucking... 20 fights, and all the fights in the UFC, was I able to rip t-shirts?
that's not your highlight, surely.
Apart from this guy. This is the fucker that done me.
That's the exact one.
This is the t-shirt that did me, and it just stretches. Look at the fucking size of this thing.
All right, aye. You should have put the wee nick in it.
I don't think
Have you ever done that?
No, never nicked
You've
a
always
t-shirt.
just fucking raw
always
dogged
just
them?
ripped
Just
it.
went for it.
Always thought I'm stronger than a fucking t-shirt, but for some reason, thing you've done me absolutely dirty. Look at this. Look at the
You have
fucking...
done a wee bit at the front.
Well, that's where it ripped. That's where it's ripped off the t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So I've stretched all the fucking... So I think it gets a pride of place somewhere in the wall.
Nah, we'll need to hang it up.
At least, so 20 fights. And I
And-
think at least, I would say between 15 to 17 I've ripped t-shirts, because the first... I think I've maybe done 2 where I've not actually had to wear a t-shirt.
Did
It's
they
just
not have
been
a problem with you doing it?
They did.
at one
They
point?
give me a warning, and they can fine you up to like a couple of £1,000 for
Reebok
destruction.
had more of a problem with it.
Aye. But Venom have done me. Venom, if you're looking to get yourself a nice...
Venom should use you for the ad.
So are we inviting one of the Patreon guys onto the thingy?
Well, I floated this idea. I think for the 100th episode, we should do something fucking quite cool. And I think a Patreon getting a wee chance to
Did you like
sit
what?
with the boys and actually see it live is a pretty cool experience for them.
Right, who
Just
remembers bum fights?
I
Do you
remember,
remember
but I've
Bumfights?
never watched it.
So good. They basically just gave junkies money, drugs.
Okay, fight.
Was the guy
A
Nolan
prostitute.
Rogan that filmed it, that made it?
I don't know. He was definitely. He went on that Dr. Phil. Do you remember
Oh,
that?
and
He
he
dressed up
shaved
as
his hair.
Dr. Phil,
That's
and
what I'm
he,
thinking about, mate.
and he was like, "You," because Dr. Phil was hitting him with like, "You're exploiting people," and he was like,
You're
"What are you
doing
doing?" Anyway, they got one of them to get bum fights tattooed on his fucking fingers, right? And one of them to get it on his head. I'm sure he was called Rufus, the one who got. He's got honestly big red writing right across the nut. Bring it up on Google, mate. It's mental. Bum fights tattoo.
If you're up for that, I will suggest it in the Discord and see. I'm pretty
There he
up
is.
for it.
What's the picture next to it? Oh, it's a bottle.
And that's the one got on his hands. That's fucking wild. Leathered would fit on your fingers.
But you've got it for the rest of your life.
You can be with us for the rest of your life, bro.
It's fly fish.
Look at the old titties there, one between the titties. But
Did you see the
aye,
titties?
bum fights was right there in the middle there.
Oh, I never even noticed him, mate.
That's unusual for you. Normally you would.
I know. I was too busy looking at the guy with his knuckles like, yeah, he looks fucking
But
mental.
bum fights was brilliant. They would have them fight, and they would like. There was ones where they went breaking into motors one day, and they went bag snatching one day. Like one drove, another one snatched the bags and that.
Brilliant.
And they just videoed all this on like a handheld camcorder. I had this on like a pirate DVD. But aye, get leathered on your hands. Be cool.
I got a message for somebody, right? I'll tell you who the message came for yesterday, after this. So anyway, my mate says to me, I got a message for one of our old friends. And I said, I never got one. And he says, check in your. Was
he my old friend as well?
He was, he was like, can you check in your, what do you call it, like your hidden messages or requests? So I check in my requests. I didn't have a message for him, but what I did for a message for him was a girl.
Let go.
Stop fingering it.
It was from a girl, basically gave me shit. For 2 years I bullied her until somebody hit me in the face with a bike chain. I'm like,
Who hit who?
somebody hit me with a bike chain because I was bullying this lassie. Now,
Did this happen?
so there's only 2 reasons I would bully MD. Right, I've got rules to follow.
Fat and gay.
Not gay, fat and honking a pish. So if you were a smelly, if you stunk, because that's something you can.
Fair.
If you can you see,
I
if
see a
you're
boy shit his cell on Saturday. Hilarious. Actual shit his cell.
like a big dookie right in his
Like,
drawers.
aye, and he was fucked lying on the ground, and I was like trying to help him up, and I was like, this cunt stinks, and then I just like pulled him by the t-shirt, and it was off. So he's obviously shit, then been lying on his back and like squid. Mate, I was like, I'm leaving this cunt. See you, bro.
We had a shit run in as well, actually, at the weekend.
Who did I shit run in?
We had a shit run in
Oh,
the toilet.
Oh man, that was disgusting. Oh, horrible. We were needing the toilet, right? And it was like, as you're going to Glasgow Green at the moment, there's the Christmas markets on.
right.
It looks all right. There's toilets. There's like toilets, but you pee into them just using your phone. So I pay my 30 pence or something like that. 30 pence.
Aye, tapping it.
Tap and
20
you go in,
pence.
right? Open up the door and I'm like, but I'm still trying to close the door and I'm like, oh, it stinks in here, man. Oh! It was like, oh, a big shit. I'm talking like the size of that Monster can just sitting on the actual seat of the toilet. Mate, it was fucking massive. Right? So I come out, I do my piss, right? I'm like, I do my toilet and I come out. Right, and Craig's like, just hold that door. And I was like, you don't want to go in there, mate? And he was like, oh, it's all right. So he pulls the door shut. He's like, oh, gee. This fucking thing was huge, man. I've got so many questions. How do you miss the toilet? How do you get it out of the seat?
I don't think they missed.
Do you think they left that there for somebody?
Mate, I know cunts who'll do it. So they put the seat down, shit on the seat, and then like wipe their arse and fuck the toilet roll over into the next thing in the cubicle. They're horrible bastards.
Mate, this was disgusting. Big jobby.
They're horrid people, eh?
Mate, I'm talking like
Full turd.
It was like this thick, this long,
Mate, I know.
just hanging there like it was a fucking day out.
I know cunts who'll go into like the petrol station toilet, lock the door, shit on the flare, mate, and then just leave. I'm like, why would you do that?
Fucking madman.
Why?
So that's
Revolt.
I'm sure that was Conor McGregor no smoked somebody on a
There's
back
an,
in the Cage Warriors Day on a Huffington card.
Ryzen always do a massive New Year's one.
They do the tournament, don't they? Because I was
Is it
meant to fighting that. We spoke about that.
is it
before.
just different in Japan though? Is New Year not a thing? Is it not as big a?
I'm not sure. I just know that they've
Remember
done that for
culture.
years.
Their Chinese New Year's are in like January, isn't it? February.
Aye, Chinese New Year, aye, it's in February. Different country, right enough. But
So aye, they,
Aye, we are. I just got on there. I was like,
So-
what are you talking about? Aye, you're right, aye. It says. Oh, too funny.
it's only through embarrassing them that you're going to, because it's nae state to be in. I had a boy there on Saturday night who was like, outrage. He's fucking being sick. He's lying about the place. He's pissed
What
his
did he
cell.
take?
Ketamine. And he was just sitting there like, couldn't he talk? He's slavered all in his cell. He had a plate, kind of like a tooth.
Aye.
So he's in there on a date with this bird
Taking ketamine on a date.
out his bin. She's got, and he's
Is she your bun as well?
no, she was fine. She was fine.
At what point are you like, you know what, this date's no
This
going
date's
that well.
over, mate.
Aye.
He's sitting there and
This
he's like,
date- Okay.
and he says to me, so once he's come back round and he's all right, and I've looked at his face, I'm like, he's fucking missing a tooth. He wasn't doing that a minute ago. And he's like, mate, I've puked my plate out into the bin.
Did you have to fish it out?
No, I never. He went, they're quite expensive. I went, I'll go and get you some rubber gloves. I was like, but you fucking tied it up. And he was like, no bother. Mate, he's rooting about the bin for that fruit.
Sick. For a tooth.
Mind as well, he's pished himself.
Oh.
He's rolled a boot in it. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, how did you think this would be a laugh? Do you know what I mean? At what point we're like, this will be great. Take that. It's weird. And especially at his age, like you've
What age we talking?
35. I know.
That's a grown ass man.
Aye,
on a
like-
date who's fucked his date. He's not getting his hole.
Well, I don't know where she was because he was the very last person in the club with me, and we went up to the front door, and he was like, she's away, and I was like,
Yes.
aye, mate. He's like, did she see me? I was like, aye. She came into the medical room, and you were lying on the couch.
That's
and
fucking
It was.
hilarious.
I don't know. So again, not to bang on about it, and we will get on to MMA, but please be careful what yous are doing.
This
Like,
time of
think
year.
about it. It's this time of year for sure. I know yous like to let your hair down, but fuck me. Come on, it's me that's got to look after you, and I've no hair.
So we then get to the fucking ferry, and me and Big Ross go sharing a cabin, but it's like 4 people in a cabin, and me and Ross take the 2 bottom bunks, and other 2 boys come in. And we're like,
I
"You-"
wasn't expecting anything.
Nah, I'm like, you may be in here, and the guy's like, aye. Right,
Oh, they
cool.
never said a word, eh? I felt bad for the 2 guys.
Aye, they kind of come in and then slinked up to the top bunk. Me and him had already taken the bottom bunks.
And then Paul's alarm goes off at 2 a.m.
Right, so I don't even have an alarm at the best of times. So I don't have an alarm point blank. There's no reason for me to be anywhere. I don't need to be up.
No responsibility.
Aye, but see, this morning, 2 o'clock, my alarm goes off, and I was like, whose fucking alarm's that?
Oh, he was going mentally in the bottom
And
bit.
I bounced out of bed, and I'm over rummaging trying to find out where this is coming from. And I was like, it's coming from a speaker. And one of the boys went, it's that red phone there. And I was like, that's fine.
I didn't even move, eh? I just rolled over and faced the other way. I was like, this is definitely nothing to do with me. So,
So fucking knows how the alarm was set on my phone, but the next thing it's morning and we wake up, horrible sleep in this fucking boat. And then Ross says, have you looked outside yet? And I said, no. Lift up the shutters, like, no.
aye.
The fucking
Ferry's
boat's
motoring, eh?
hammered, man. The waves are like this.
I'd never been on a big ferry like that before.
Snap.
Paul, you've got pretty bad like motion sickness, like you've
Yes.
had in a car. What's it like on a boat for you?
Horrible.
Even I had it. And I've never had it before.
Aye,
as soon as I
horrible.
looked out the window, I was like, oh, you fucker.
Aye, it's horrible. I was the same in the bus. I was nearly spewing my ring in the bus.
The buses were minging, but see, we had to, and then we got off the ferry, onto a coach. It couldn't drive through the streets of Utrecht, eh? Remember that?
Because it
And
was like a one-way system. The buses were too big to get down them.
And then
some of them were blocked.
And if a car was parked, it couldn't go round. All the coach stuff was disastrous, eh? Anything,
But then we get to the start point.
and I got a new bike.
Aye, they
I
gave
got a
it-
road bike.
But I was actually quite mental in school, so it was more about like just getting in trouble with like teachers and stuff like that, and just getting up to some mad things. But there was a few times like boys fell their skills and stuff like that.
What might fight?
Yeah, I remember there was a boy, because I have like Snapchat and stuff like that. And I mean, there was a time where there was someone I didn't like and his name was like Max. And I messaged this guy and we were like arguing back and forth, but it turned out that I'd messaged the wrong person, like the wrong Max, basically giving him abuse. And he's messaged me back, like saying something. And I was like, oh, I've just realised you're not the right person. And he's like, say sorry. And I'm like, no, I'm not saying sorry. And then he messaged me again saying, say sorry or I'll stab you. And I was like, so I showed my dad. I was like, Dad, he's saying this. And I think he was like, say sorry or I'll stab you. So I was like, no chance. I showed my dad. And my dad was like, we're going to get him. So we end up messaging back and forth. And I'm like, so normally like what I would do is whenever I got in a fight with someone, I'd just be like, where are you? Like, I'm not arguing with you, like, where are you right now? Just come and meet you and we'll sort it. And I was like, where are you? And he was like, he just wasn't telling me where he was. So I was like, where are you right now? And he sent me this address. So we went to the address. It was like some random, it wasn't the right address. He sent me 3 different addresses, right? And then he was like, just meet me at these shops. So I've been sitting at the shops. And then anyways, he's ended up showing up and being there. But I've looked and he's genuinely been about 6'2". 6'2", massive, absolutely massive. So I'm sitting in the car with my dad and I look back and he's like, I'm standing outside the shop and I look at my phone and I'm in the car and I'm like, oh fuck, that's
Wait,
definitely
what
him,
age are you
innit?
this?
I'm
16?
probably like 12, man.
12?
Aye.
I
I remember Dad telling me about this boy. He was like, nah, boy was easy, about 14 stone.
biggest
Biggest 12-year-old boy.
I was like,
Biggest 12-year-old boy I've ever seen in my life. There's no way he was
like
12.
12 or 13 or something. So I've just seen him and I was like, right, you know what, fuck it. Jumped out the motor, right, slammed the door and I've ran up. I was like, you Max? He's like, yeah. He's like, are you Stephen? I was like, aye. Both just cracked him. He's ended up. So this is in Newton Merge, right? So this was a dead posh area that we've ended up fighting. And he's grabbed me. I had a jumper. He's grabbed me by the hood and he's just like been dead long and I've been trying to hit him and he's just started swinging me about, but he's ended up ragdolling me a bit. I've ended up getting my feet under me and I've just ran him to a shop window and I've like collar tied him and just started absolutely battering him against. And some old guys like came out of the shop and he's like, like so posh. He's like, boys, stop this, boys. And my dad's like, no, mate, let it go. I've just been absolutely leathering this kid. And then me and my dad just jumped to the motor and that was that.
Fucking love me some fucking senior man.
Dad ended up telling me about this. He says as soon as he seen the boy, he was like, "That's not him, is it?" It was like,
That's fucking
and then
brilliant.
Stevens just went and cracked, and he was like, "Oh, that's shit." It's like, "Oh," and what was it? Stevens, like, what was it? Dad was saying the boy was pure ragging you about at one point in time because you've ended up underneath him, and he was like, "Right, is that it? Is that it?" And then Stephen was like, "Aye, that's it, and he's let it go, and he's just went, "Oh my God."
I was terrible, man.
Panel the boy. What were you going to say? You remembered something?
There actually was one. There was Logan had ended up getting into trouble with this.
Logan's the other guy.
Is this the one?
Yeah.
Is this the one at the jam you went after?
Yeah, this was a
That's a good one.
This was so like I was basically, it started off, Logan had ended up talking to this guy's girlfriend, and the guy, I don't even know the full story, I didn't know anything about it. Logan had done something, pissed some guy off. Logan tried to fight the guy and the guy wasn't wanting anything to do with it, but he'd threatened to stab Logan. He was like, "Next time I see you, you're getting it," something like that. And I've ended up seeing this guy in Asda. I was in getting my mum a Mother's Day card, so like the pure most innocent reason in the world. And I don't know if you knew me back then, but I used to cut about with like 3 different Asda bags to training. I used to cut about with all my training gear and just as like bag for lives. So I had 3 bags for life, and I was with my mate, and I've passed this boy, and he's just went, oh. And I went, "I've seen him," and I've been like, "Right, we need to go get him." And Sean was like, "I'm not, what do you mean?" I was like, "Come with me." And we've went up the escalators, and I've pure followed this guy, and I've gave him all my bags. I've gave Sean all my bags, and I was like, "Right, wait here." And I've ran and found this guy, and I was like, "You want to come here?" And he's obviously no thought I was going to come after him. He was like, "What?" And I was like, "Let's go outside, we'll just sort this." And he was like, "What?" Started getting heavy raging, and he was with this like older woman, and then he's backed up and he's trying to cause a scene so that nothing could hurt him. And he was like, "You're not doing this in front of my gran," and all that. And I was like, "She looks about 45, what are you talking about?" And he was like, "You're not doing this in front of my gran." And I was like, "Just come outside, stop making a scene." And I've got pure awkward and I've ran away. And I felt like a pure shite bag for doing it. So I was like, I've ran back and I found him again. I was like, "Mate, please come outside."
Please, for a guy
Please
who's
come outside.
King has got it.
And he was like, "Mate," and he's trying to get pure like up, like he's trying to get in my face. Literally, as soon as he's got in my face, I've just went, cracked him as hard as I possibly could. It's the heaviest thing I've ever landed in MD in my life. It was in that he's literally fell into, like, we were in the jam aisle and there was a packet of Palm Bears. I'll never forget. He's fell into a packet of Palm Bears, but I've hit him so hard, and I think the adrenaline's been like, and he's fell in slow motion. I've hit him and he's fell in slow motion, and then he's got back up and he's trying to like sound intimidating. He's trying to like growl at me or something like that. I don't know what he was doing, but he's went, "Ooh." I've got a fright and his gran's came over. I've done this in front of the kid's gran. His gran's ran over. He's been like, "Right, that's enough, he's had enough." And I was, "Oh," and then I've ran away, grabbed my bags, ran away, and literally my dad's house was like 2 minutes up the road. I've ran to my dad's house. I've been like, I've got him. He was like, "Who have you got?" I was like, "Johnny, I've got Johnny." He was like, "Yes," give me the biggest high five, man. And Lynn, your mum, was like, "I can't, what are you talking about?" Was absolutely like mortified at what just happened. My mate Sean had just been dragged through all this. He was like, "What the fuck's going on?" My dad was like, "Right, I'll give you a lift up the road. Well done, son." And I remember Red Wine came on by UB40. Me and my dad just started jamming to Red Wine. And Sean was... I'm just getting something to you, like, really boys. Fuck yeah. Sean was in the back. I can't, like, he was just sat like that the full time.
You are a better prankster.
He's
What's the
cutting weight.
best prank you've pulled? At the...
Stealing the fire engine one?
No.
Probably that.
Fill us in.
There was a new guy started in the fire service and it was his first day. So when you go to the fire station, you maybe meet your watch for the first day, but there's another 4 watches that you've never met from, like, you wouldn't know who they were. So I was off duty and had a bit of a beard I wore up my glasses and I had a tammy and I took my big DSLR camera and just chapped the door and pretended I was there to take, because this happens where guys take photos of the fire engines and they know all the registrations and like proper spotters. This does happen. So all the rest of the watch were in on it apart for this guy. So the gaffer was like, can you show Danny around the fire engine and just help him with what he needs? So I'm taking photos and all that, and slowly but surely the rest of the watch just drift away. So it's only him and I left in the engine room. And then the gaffer, part of the plan, tannoys him to the office. It was a guy called 𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗧𝗛𝗏𝗏. He's still on the job, got on great with him and got a laugh at him. They tannoy him to the office. And the gaffer's like, how are you getting on with the boy? Aye, good, aye. He seems a bit strange, but other than that, all good. And then the gaffer's like, where is he? He's like, oh, he's still in the engine room. He's like, you've not left him in there on his own, have you? And just at that moment, I jumped in the fire engine, started it, and drove at the station. So he thinks it's like a random civvy fire brigade spotter that's jumped in the fire engine and just stole it, basically. And this was his first day. So, and obviously I didn't steal it. I just drove it out right past the office window where he was. And I've just went around the back of the yard. But by that point, he's thinks the fire engine's gone.
That's hilarious.
The engine room door's up. He's come into the engine room, the fire engine, and the rest of the watch are in absolute stitches. So that's a pretty good one.
Aye, that's good. You're a bit of a boy for the old jokes. It's a doozy of a motor as well, wasn't it? We had.
Aye, it was like a big Dodge.
It was like one of these. Whoa.
I remember you'd been cutting weight as well. Go at the weigh-ins. Aye, I'll drive. Hey, you sure you should drive, Paul? Yep. And you still just get in the car and drive. Like, what
I
do they
remember,
guys
so
say?
they film you like coming out your like the bus and that, and I says, I'll just drive up because it was in the Apex. I was like, I'll just get to the Apex myself.
We were 5 minutes for the Apex.
And I just fucking roll up in my Dodge. They film me and they're like, can you just drive up and then get out and then somebody else can park the car for you? And I was like, aye. So, get out, sling your bag over. But cool trip. That was the second time we were in Vegas together. The first time was also there. Did you see it?
Oh, the
top one?
The very first one. Aye, that was way back when the fucking Vegas shooting happened.
And it was just the PI had just opened, remember?
Aye.
And they were trying to get all the data.
Aye, fuck. That
It was a while ago, man.
2017. That's how long ago that was. Because, and I got sacked for a job for that. Well, I got sacked for the job for a combination of reasons. And that was the fine. They were like, this cunt just doesn't give a fuck.
This guy's made them what? He's in Vegas.
This guy just rips the piss.
We phoned him and he's got like a dial tone. Where are you, mate?
Where am I? I'm
outside.
I'm in the house. Who's sighting the motor? What's up, like? It was an important meeting. Phone me back. No, I had fucking... there'd been a bit of a scuffle at the nightclub I worked at. And I remember a guy had tried to film what was going on. There's a fire, that nightclub shut down now, Cav nightclub. There's a fire station opposite, big massive walls, and he's filming everything. I walked up behind him, took his phone off him, and I fucking launched it right on the fire station wall. I was filming that, you wee dick. So, aye, it's a combination of naughty behaviour. Then I just was like, fuck this, let's go. And I had a baby in the house.
Where was it? What was the nightclb we ended up in? Hakkasan.
Mate, that was probably the last time I was in a nightclub. Hakkasan nightclub. What was the guy called? Mind the boy who like gets you in. He's like, what they call they cunts? People who try and get you into nightclubs.
Like a club rep.
Aye, and he had the big fucking daft suit on.
Oh, I do remember that. He was like a pimp.
Aye, but do you know what, mate? See, about 6 months after we came home, he texted me. Don't ask why I had my number. I needed things. and he seemed like the man to know. He texted me saying he had cancer and could I send him some money? Honestly, he's like, you said, I've got cancer, any chance to send me some money? I was like, no, mate, fuck off.
It was an older gentleman, he was like Huggy Bear.
He was, big fat guy, glasses. Probably did have cancer, mate. Looked like he lived a bad life, eh?
I think staying in Vegas is, you just live a bad life.
Aye.
I would catch up with you, man.
Oh, I don't think people... Who was I saying this to? No longer, actually. My missus, maybe. When you see the Vegas Strip and that's what you think Vegas is, but it's no. Like, there's a fucking dark side of Las Vegas, and you didn't have to drive far out before you see it. You see fucking...
I remember going to it was to get a social security number.
Mate, I was with you. Aye, and the fucking security guards at the our equivalent to like the Job Centre, all had guns in
Aye,
that.
but it was like something, you know, you see on the TV where everybody's queuing. It was wild.
There's take a ticket,
Aye,
mind.
crackheads running about you and that.
Aye.
And we went out with my accountant, the schmuckler.
The Schmuckler.
The schmuckler.
Greatest guy ever, eh? I liked him. He was cool. Man.
He's like quintessentially if you were drawing like a Jewish guy. That's who you were
100%.
drawing.
And he's good with money.
Aye. Tell you a nice wee story, because yours were going down a very dark. So in the
Did I say
same,
bad things there?
no. But it was like, I'm gonna lighten the mood. I remember I was like maybe like 25 and I'm in a nightclub with a couple of guys, and one of the guys was married.
It's a red flag right there, bruv. What's a married man in a nightclub?
No, we're just having, it was after a team night out. We go out there, a party. And
Sure his wife thought the same.
his wife turns up in her jammies. Swear to God.
Up the road.
Right, and I shit you not. She comes walking across the dance floor, and he's 2 seconds. He's just had been dancing with these 2 chicks, right? Like being a deviant, and the wife sees him, and she's like, "Fucking move you!" And he goes, "This, not a word of a lie." He goes, "Okay." Has a wee dance, and then walks away. It's one of the funniest things. I was like, she was in here with a house coat and jammies on, wasn't she? Aye, that. Is that a little bit light-hearted story?
That is a good one.
But
I let a little beacon there.
have you seen this?
Tell me.
Right, so there is a oil worker who scaled Ben Nevis, but he done it in full Gondorian armour.
What a
Didn't raise money for charity or anything. He just done it because he wanted to.
good.
Great
And then
armour.
at the top, he lit the
He
beacon.
likes the beating as well.
Says Gondor has called for aid.
Aye.
Seems like something you could
did
get on
they
board
answer?
with.
Well, we'll see in the Riddermark.
That's cool.
But I pretty cool.
Rohan will answer.
How fast could you do that, Ross, in full armour?
How long did it take him?
I don't know. I don't remember in Lord of the Rings them having rucksacks and hill walking boots.
Well, you've got to put
sword
your,
as well.
You've got to put your lembas bread somewhere.
Aye.
How long did he do it in? Has it say?
It doesn't say.
I mean, I'm.
See if you've got that armour cutting about the house, you might as well use it for something.
Aye.
You can't just. The missus is like, "Would you buy that stupid armour for?" I'm going to use it. That armour's been sitting in the fucking kitchen table for 3 weeks now. What are you using that? I'm climbing Ben Nevis tomorrow.
Have you never
What a sword.
I know, well, that's like I could see that happening, but have you never bought like a full set of armour?
I did look at the helmets, by the way. I looked at the Elvish helmet, you know, for the start when they're fighting, when they're on
Gold
the,
ones.
Aye, when they're on the Mount Doom, the slopes of Mount Doom, and they're.
Aye,
That's
when
that
Sauron
truth,
gets
aye.
fucking the old.
I did look at the.
Chopped off.
You know what? There's this thing that keeps coming up on my social media, and it keeps telling me about, and they keep using the helmet of Sauron.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like movie props. It's actual movie props. And I'm like, whoa. And I went on to have a bid for it the other night, but it was not there anymore.
Aye.
And I just typed in Lord of the Rings to see what they were selling. It was all just posters and stuff. I want like some movie props. And the thing is, I have to bring them in here anyway.
What, because you're not allowed to keep them in the
Where
house?
am I going to keep them in my house? Like,
And your wife is going to go, what are you
Wait.
buying?
it's just me with the helmet on. Just gone like a fiddler.
Why is that the first thing I thought he'd do? Can't wait to put this helmet on and shag my missus in it.
Right. They're opening up a Buffalo Joe's. They're opening up a Coyote Ugly Bar in Glasgow again.
They've opened one in Edinburgh.
Have they?
Aye, it's in the old Shandwick.
So surely
which is a
they've
fucking
got a
guy.
tits out.
They've got to have. I'll have to go in this Saturday.
Can
purely for
you
research
fill that?
purposes.
Can you pull this up? Surely. Craig must hate me. He's like, fuck up, man. You tell me to pull up stuff all the time.
Coyote Ugly. There it is.
Saloon. Oh. Oh.
The locations aren't instilling hope in me. Birmingham, Blackpool, Bristol.
They're not going to be in nice bits, mate.
Jobs. Go and let's see.
Let's see, is there
Let's see
like
the
a...
criteria
aye,
for a job. Is
aye.
it like, how ugly are you? Because if you're ugly, you ain't getting a job.
Mate, I remember.
Are
right,
you a fatty?
I can remember working in a nightclub in Edinburgh.
I might go here next week.
And the manager saying that they didn't want to hire lassies who were older because they have. I remember a woman coming in and first question was like, "Got any children?" They're like, "Nah." She'll use that to call in sick all the time.
Coyote Ugly saloons are all about female empowerment. How do you feel about this?
Me about female empowerment.
No,
is the
that's
question.
part of, that's
I
a
know,
question.
but
And
I don't know, just the way you said it.
This is a funny story that you're telling yourselves to make you feel like
Tell us about any experience or skills you have.
No, I think it's this one, the female empowerment. It's like, how do you feel about freeing the nip?
But there's an awfully good chance you'll get like weird trannies and that applying for jobs, mate.
Attach a photo / CV.
Obviously.
Photo.
Obviously.
Is a photo a thing for a job application?
No, it's a CV. So it's saying attach a photo /
Can you
CV.
dance? Can you sing? What's the other?
Do you hold a personal license for alcohol?
I didn't even ask for a CV, mate, for cunts I employ. I just go like, come down at 10 o'clock.
Can you go on Instagram? Because we could go and see the individual Edinburgh branch.
We certainly
and
can.
Then we can decide if I'm going here this weekend.
See the boozer it's in. Used to be Shandwick's with a fucking shit hole, eh?
There's Grant. Here we go.
Those are meals.
Yeah, fucking.
There's some men on.
Okay. Can we see the?
Is that definitely
Can we see that
Edinburgh?
redhead one? Can we see this redhead one?
I don't think that's Edinburgh. If you notice there, good
Right,
framing
look,
of the
and it
arse.
says 6-week countdown starts now.
Aye.
So this is from another
Aye.
Oh, is it? What's she
location.
Like that brown sugar.
Howdy. Okay.
I don't know about this one.
Aye, she's shite. But she's...
I mean, you're not wanting them there because they're very clever though, mate, are you?
I
You
think
just
I'm
want
in.
them to pour the fucking drinks.
I think
Right,
I'm
this
in.
is him. This is it.
I think this is...
Oh, it's a big fatty. A big heifer up there.
Diverse. There's a bigger one as well, further along.
No,
if
she's
you
a
look.
fucking juggernaut.
I don't think those are barmaids. I think those are punters.
Aye, I think so, aye.
Pull that big fatty off the bar, can't he take it?
They got a reinforced bar for that.
Have they?
They made a point of letting you know that.
Oh, she should not be up there.
I'd
If she
prefer she got,
falls, she has a
I'd
big
prefer
glass.
she-
There's an LD up there as well.
that boy could get hurt if she comes down for there.
Right.
That's not what we want.
I think I've got a
We're
new-
bad people.
Right. What you up to, hen? Do you like a PlayStation? She's an older, mature woman. It's like
No, she is not.
She
This
is.
girl here.
Aye, she is.
she's older, mate. She might even be the same
Where's
age
she
as
from?
Leanne Rimes.
Can we hear when she speaks what she says?
Oh, they spray you. Oh, fuck yeah. I think I'm in.
Undo the volume for me, Craig. Because if she's not got an Edinburgh accent.
Hey, Lil! Do we serve water in this bar?
Well, it's
No,
just
it's
like
for the
a movie
film.
sound, aye.
Shite.
But aye, I guess that's...
Can we do an open map there? Can we do something there? Can we get in touch with this saloon?
Well, I mean, I could. Aye.
Can I eat her Can I eat that cheeseburger she's eating?
The old Shandwicks. I've had a couple of dances just in that doorway there. What a place.
Cheesy peeps, man. That burger again. We've called me that last eat that burger. Oh no. Oh no. Turn that off.
Stuff it all in there, you slag.
Aye. Let me get hold of your mouth. Is that a bull as well? Next to that one?
Fish hooker.
Along the S. Is that a bull?
Yes.
Does look like a mechanical bull.
Are they Levi's she's wearing?
Unreal that they all tend to wear those shorts.
That might be my favourite one. The redhead. Go to
Mental that they've picked the most favourite gay dogging spot to take the picture for, eh?
that. Do you think it's going to be full of homs?
Oh man, that was always full of bad cunts, that pub, eh?
No, I mean, do you think this bar will be full of homs?
Yes. But it'll still have the same maniacs who always went there going to it.
Look at these studs. I mean, that's guys I don't like that. Oh, aye, big man, look at the fucking body in him. He definitely goes to the gym.
Ah, hello. Chinese cowboy there.
Oh.
Right, that's enough.
Right, the guys definitely got away with doing more than the women.
100%.
Because the guys are gyrating in women.
Aye.
Aye, because if it's
If
the
I'm a
women,
lassie,
they're going to start getting the misread signals and you're getting pulled into the fucking head teacher's
By the
office.
way, I'm still
Colin Billick's in the office. You need to go and see Big Colin. Oh, fuck no again. Just about your life.
YTB. Gayest young team I ever heard of.
Boys were waiting outside.
Do them, mate. Bring them down here.
So what'd you do with it? Your roller?
I'm a flattener.
You're a flattener. Keep it, save it. I could wrap something up in that.
Oh, my nana used to say that. Didn't he rip the paper off?
Oh, with the presents,
Aye.
like fucking get told
Keep
about that.
I know, fuck off, you old fucking tramp.
I know, Irish people, eh?
Right in, owner. Fucking cow.
It's my Christmas present, I'll fucking do what I want with it.
My
I'll
nana
just
was a
take
good woman.
She was a good woman. I don't actually mean your gran, I just mean anybody that tells you to keep hanging with.
Do you keep bags? Like fucking
Bags for life and all that.
No, the hingy bags.
Bottle bags.
Bottle bags, man. I just grab them on, bin them on, she goes off or not. There's a bottle bag, like fuck anybody. It'll make me fight harder because I'll not need to buy you a bottle bag.
It's bottle bags, man. They come in handy, to be fair. Sometimes if you're like, oh, we're going to a birthday party, forgot to get the cunt a present.
Everywhere.
What's in the booze cupboard? And then you just get a bottle of Jack out the booze cupboard and
Blow the dust off
the
it.
stir off it.
So they had these toilets, right? And it was just basically like this was pretty a well kitted out area. So I flew, so I flew through into a place called Entebbe, which was where Raid Entebbe, where the Idi Amin held the fucking plane. So that was like, Entebbe was the airport he flew into. We drove to a place called Kampala, which is like a capital. And then for Kampala, we drove like 3 hours into the middle of nowhere. Like I'm talking proper rural.
Are they down with the honkies, or they didn't like us, or
They call us Mazunga.
been called worse?
Mazunga. So anyway, we're in this like sort of wee village, and we were doing like so I'd taken over like 5 or 6 kids, 5 kids, great kids, really, really nice kids. And we helped build a kitchen, helped build a water tower, helped build a few different things to help the area.
Is this when you're a teacher?
Aye.
It's what you were just taking random
Just taking-
You're doing like that.
Just went, do you know what we'll do today? Aye.
Fancy going to Africa. So there was a organisation out there called the 𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗦𝗧 Memorial Fund, right? And it was through them we came out. Guy was like, came from a really rich family, ended up drinking and driving, crashing, killing himself. So his family started up this memorial fund out in Africa, and that's how we ended up there. So when I got there was no toilet. So the very first night I got there, right, I was hanging at some flight to Africa, man. It was fucking shit. And then you're then driving like a couple hours to Kampala, and then a few more hours into the middle of nowhere. So I was totally like drained. I had nothing left. So the head of like the community and the school comes out and talks to us, and they like holding hands. So everybody like, so I've got to walk with him holding hands, and the two of us walk into the school, and we're having our meal, and they let us all eat. And it was me and there was like us round the table, and there was the head of the community. We're eating, and I didn't eat a lot because it was.
Right.
It wasn't. It was. They gave us so much food.
Aye.
Like, and then the guy then says something in whatever they speak in Ugandan, and honestly, there must have been about 30.
I think it's
folk.
Portuguese.
I'm not sure
be
what it was
fair.
they spoke, but there must have been about 30 folk all round about the outside of the table, and I couldn't see them because it was so dark, like no used to the darkness. And the other came, man, and just started took everything and just disappeared into the darkness. I was like, I had no idea there was people running about me. So anyway, it came to the toilet situation, and they took us and they showed us the toilets, and it was just 4 wee cubicles, right? So imagine like a portaloo with the door on it and made of concrete with shit all smeared all there was. So I was like, nah. And I had like a ATV, so I could go up and down to like the local area. And I was like, I'm going to get a toilet when I go down there. Must be a better toilet. So I was like, I'd take
That's shit outside, to be totally honest.
So I'd taken a modem to try and bag myself up, and it came to the point where I was like, I need to shit. So I got my wee toilet roll, my wet wipes, and I go way down here, and you have to like squat, like proper, sit in your honkers. There's no toilet seat or nothing, it's just a big hole, and it just drops in. So as I do my shit, right, and I release this absolute fucking cannon from my ass, right, it's just like a few seconds. And then all of a sudden it was like something for a horror film, flies everywhere. Like all in my face and everything.
Actual shit flies.
Try to get them off, but they're everywhere because I disturbed them. And they were like crawling around my balls and everything. They were crawling over my asshole, man. I was like, right, so I don't know will the camera be able to see me the way I'm standing. if I sit,
We'll make it. We'll make it.
it's like, so this is how you have to shit, right?
Good job. You're a flexible guy.
I know. So like, obviously, you've not got your trousers are ruin your ankles. But at this point, there's flies everywhere. Like Nicholas. Like Nicolas Cage with the wasps all over his face. That's exactly what it was like. It was fucking horrible. I want to hear a funny story. Stevie Ray invited Donald Trump to Braveheart.
Maddie didn't come. I mean,
He just goes to the UFC with like the biggest fucking security
mate.
detail ever. And he's like, "You want to come to Braveheart MMA?"
just get a couple of boys for Kirkcaldy to keep an eye on him. It'd be sound, eh?
Ross is on the doors. In fact, you were walking.
I was commentating.
You were commentating.
A couple of lads who fucking blinging to keep an eye on Donald.
So I had the idea that Stevie Ray had messaged him saying, "Just come on, you're just down the road anyway," because he was obviously in.
I'm not even that surprised at it, to be fair.
I might say rocked up.
Imagine it's, hi Stevie, how are you?
Hey Stevie.
But again, he probably would go to that taping.
No, he went to.
I would, mate. He's a guy of the people.
Right, I'm still watching, just when I see Robert Whittaker's name there.
Oh,
I've been watching Physical Asia.
you were telling us about this. Are you
Mate, it's
in?
so good. It's so fucking good.
Aye. You like to see a good feat of strength for a human,
Now,
though.
I've said this, the Australian team was tremendous. Are you going to watch it?
Yes.
Right,
If you like it in this.
It's just people up against each other doing different challenges. The last challenge I watched last night was they were to do battle ropes for 3 minutes.
Like-
battle ropes for 5 minutes with 3 people. Each
Right.
taking a minute, and you were to how many hits you could get. But remember, there's another challenge coming. You don't know what it is.
Aye.
And
So I guarantee
you've
it's
got-
some sort of hanging
You've
something.
got 6 people in your team. And remember, you maybe want the battle ropes to be
Middle of the road.
aye, because you maybe need some strength for the next one, or you maybe need some endurance. So you're like,
Aye.
Australia just goes, we put out the big guns. They put out Robert Whittaker, the big strong man and the rugby player, and they absolutely cane everybody in the first match. Bum, 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 bum. Round 2, you lose a team that goes into sudden death, so 2 people then fight each other. And they don't win. They put out their best team and they didn't win in it. So then they have to move on to the next one.
Who were they against?
They were against the Japanese. The Japanese beat them. And the Japanese only had 3 wee small guys.
We're not going to be big guys.
It was 2 guys and a girl. So then the next round, they then had to push 1,200 kilograms for 100 laps of this. So it was like almost like a wheel, and they were just pushing it, but it weighs 1,200 kilograms, and they had to push 100 laps round this.
Fucking hell.
Dunk. And they had 2 women and a parkour guy to do it, Australia.
Oh, not the right.
It was good to watch.
1.2 ton.
It was brilliant to watch.
It's wild.
But Robert Whittaker's the boy, man. Robert, see at that
Does he
point,
lead the team?
he's a captain.
He would
is
be, yeah.
brilliant. He's so good.
Mm. I like him. He seems that type of guy. Good for morale as
But
well.
it's a cool show. It's a cool show to watch. If there's
Aye.
nothing else on, I'll tell you what the annoying thing is, because it's dubbed.
Oh, for the...
Aye, and you keep repeating the same thing. So say for instance, something happens, like somebody might falls and it goes, they'll go to somebody and be like, oh, and then it'll go to somebody else and go, oh, and they all make these like weird fucking noises, right? So it's just like, and they'll maybe show you like 4 at like pair 1 move. So somebody falls and says, oh. What are you laughing at, mate? That's how it sounds.
I know, mate. I used to work with them.
And aye, that's the worst part about the show. You could watch the show in like 20 minutes, but there's loads of fella
Pish.
Asians going, oh.
Ah.
But there's the Mongolian team. The Mongolians are there. What are you laughing at? The Mongolians are there, right? And one of them looks like a cat weasel, man. Go and see if you can pull up the Mongolian team for Asia. The Mongols are doing all right. They're doing all right.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
No, of course some Mongols. It was a good fight night. You know where I'll watch this?
Go on.
In bed, absolutely hung over tape.
Were you rough?
I was rough as toast.
Where did you go?
I just went local. I was meant to go to an opening thing, but I ended up not going. It was like a cocktail opening ceremony. It was like Bath Street. So I was looking forward to that.
Glasgow.
Never went. Just stayed local, had a few beers. And I love Airdrie.
Is he?
But there's some fucking mental cases out. I'm not going to lie. There is a couple of fucking nutbags who actually struck fear in my heart. And when they asked for a picture and they was telling you how he knocked out a guy out there the other week and I was like, sure mate. And then he was letting me feel his muscles and I obliged and felt his muscles. Like, whoa, fucking hell.
No asked to come back with you or anything?
No, because like I was proper fucking. He felt like one of these guys that could either go for having a good night to having a bad night very, very quickly.
And ruining everyone else's night.
And ruining everybody else's. And taking a few eyes out when he goes, you know what I'm saying?
More of these fucking nutcases
Mate,
are going about.
solid. He was fucking yoked, man. Like, wasn't he tall? But he was boom.
We had a few head cases turn up on Saturday night as well, like proper, like it used to be.
Fireworks do that to people.
And the fucking full moon, eh? I don't care what anyone says. See, when the moon is full, every weirdo comes out. Like, we had loads of bammy Ouijas and like people for every shitty scheme in Edinburgh turned up on Saturday night, but there was like a mix of posh Edinburgh uni students as well. And these cunts don't know how to behave around these people. And then they end up getting smacked about and they can't understand why. Like, there was a guy out in the street going mad and this wee posh kid who'd been turned away started videoing him and the boy attacked him for videoing him. And he was like, I don't understand what I've done wrong. I'm like, you're taking the piss out of that guy. You 100% deserved that. Like, I'm not going to help you. I'm not here to fucking help.
So I was out with 𝗣𝗢𝗗𝗖𝗔𝗦𝗧 and Gary Thompson.
Good.
And Gary was telling me he had an MMA show to go to on Sunday. It was like a white collar show. One of his mates was fighting on it. His mate won, so well done.
I've actually,
about?
regarding that, I don't know if you remember a couple of weeks ago, there was a patron wrote in, said he suffered his first loss and he wanted to ask you for help.
Right.
Advice on sort of how do I come back for this loss. He was on that show.
How'd you
and
get on?
He won.
Good.
Modified
Well
triangle choke. And he says
brilliant.
both of your advice would really helped him.
Good,
So-
man.
Good for him.
What was his name?
His name on Patreon is Gaffer.
Gaffer.
A
Good on you,
modified
man.
triangle choke.
And he also met Gary Thompson at the event and he said he was an absolute gentleman. So
Of course.
he got 2 wins that night.
Good, man. Good. So, in fact, Gary did tell me he met you. He did tell me that. He was like, come up and said, loves to hear the stories about Gary and 𝗣𝗢𝗣𝗥.
Quality. Good for him.
So Gary was out with us most of the night. He ended up fucking duking the boys
For a bird.
for a bird. So they're like, when they come calling, the G-man just fucking,
That's how it goes.
you gotta let me fly.
Doesn't
I'm a
go for you,
peacock.
of course. But, or us.
Aye.
But some guys do that.
So aye, he was like, the night was just starting to kick off and I had to duke. And I was like,
Do you not come back?
I'm like, good on you, mate. Good on you. Seen him after this podcast. We're going to go lift some weights. He's been doing a bit of the old strength and conditioning.
Oh, good. I'm just ignoring this guy.
So this was at
Paul Smith, mate. Fucking chaos in the crowd. Cunts kept fighting. Loads of cunts scrapping in the crowd, just like start fucking drinks with each other and that. A few of my friends are doormen who were working it and they were like, oh, it's been a nightmare, eh?
Where was it?
The Playhouse in Edinburgh. So like 3.5.
Can he take you fucking Edinburgh boys anywhere? Can
Even he was saying that. He's like, I've done this all over. He's like, every time you come up here, it's just fucking
chaos.
every cunt fighting. Loads of different.
Has
Like,
MD ever chinned him for his, like, you know, when he goes into the crowd and
oh,
starts?
he was good. He was doing the crowd, but maybe that's what it is, I think. Because people think it's interactive. And it's no.
It's no.
It's him picking you, talking to you, then moving on. It's not, there's like this old woman, like old, I don't know, 50, 60-year-old. And he kept doing stuff with her and her man. And next thing she's up like dancing about. And it got to the stage where like,
Sit down.
are you telling these people to calm down or what you doing? Or, It was a lot of older people. People weren't like our age group.
Was it?
I was expecting it to be our age group, but it was a lot of older people. But it was good. I enjoyed it. Warm-up act was a bit.
We night out.
Aye, I never have them, eh?
We ride as well.
Nah,
Nah.
any ride. Nah, I wasn't.
See when I'm out with my partner.
Thursday night.
I,
Everyone's got work and school
see
run
when
and
I, see
everything.
when I see guys with their missuses and I'm thinking, He's riding the night. He's riding the night. Aye. I'm like, fucking good on you, mate. Give him a wee power salute.
Do you know what's a funny one though? You'll see like a couple come up to the liquid rooms, they're like both 21 and they're still that holding hands and they're like, oh, I remember that. I mind that. I mind when you were like, oh fucking, this could be a good night, and then hame and
fucking on
just
the
bam,
phones.
bam, bam. Maybe 3-4 times, mate.
Just hammering it in.
No. Fucking 3-4 times a month if I've had a great month.
Maybe a ruffle of your hair. Blows my mind when I first came to the gym and everybody was talking about how good Stevie Ray was at chess.
I still don't.
I
I had a good funny story. It wasn't that I left the last time. I remember a fucking hilarious story with Stevie, and I remember talking about him.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good story. We were in Paris for his
grappling match.
Is it ADXC, the grappling event? And he's like, I quite fancy going for a Thai massage. And I was like, I fancy going for one as well. So we found this place. This is maybe isn't going where you think it's going, but we went and got a massage, and we were in the room together. They were like, we'll take you in together in the same room. There's 2 beds. So we're lying down and there's 2, what would you say, masseuses? So we went away, get things ready. And so I'm lying with my head in the hole in the bed, lying, just relaxing, the music's on and all that. And I feel somebody touching my feet and they're like, okay. And I turn around to Stevie. He's got up off his bed, went up behind me, grabbed my feet and was like, okay. I just started rubbing my feet. It was so funny, man.
I had went to one of these Thai massage places in Sweden. So I'd been in there for like a couple of weeks. My body was shocked because I'd been training. It was one of the first few times I'd went and done like a wee sort of mini camp somewhere. It was in All Stars.
Aye.
So I go to this place and it's a wee tiny door and you go in, right? You had a curtain in the middle. And this wee tiny Thai woman, right? And I tried to be funny. Have I told this on the podcast before? I tried to be funny. And it's like, oh, do you want my pants off? And she went, lie in the bed. What, like, just you're dry, right? She puts this wee, like, sort of, almost like a use one's towel over me.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost like a piss pad, like if somebody pisses himself. She puts that over so I'm lying belly down.
Right.
She puts it over my ass, and then she goes up in between it and weeks my drawers down.
Right.
And I'm lying there like, huh! Like I wasn't expecting it. So she pulls my pants off and then she starts going to town on me. And there was this point, she was hurting me. And I was like, and I opened up my eyes, right? I opened up my eyes and I couldn't see her feet. So I lift my head up. She was on the fucking, she had her legs up on the wall. She was basically giving me the elbow drop.
But her feet were on the wall.
She had climbed up the side of the wall with her elbow digging into my back. I was in fucking pain.
It's quite impressive.
Aye. And then I was like, oh, that's how she's getting all that
Some
pressure.
of them have got the barrier, the bar along the...
She'd done that as well. She was on my back just walking about it. And I was like, that's fucking weird. Honestly, for about 3 weeks after it, my shoulder and back were killing me. So she gets me to lie. Remember, I'm still naked. So I'm lying in my back at this time. And I've still got the wee hangover. And she's up doing my groin. And my cock's at this side. She just moves it. Like, didn't even bat an eyelid. And I'm like, what? Okay.
She's done it before.
I just didn't even give a fuck about where my cock was. Just rubbed it and then moved it over and done the other side. Just
part of the job,
Aye.
innit? Who it was this like with Gustafsson and all that back in the day?
It was some Matt.
Oh, they
I think
did
he was
great
there
job.
as well. Hamza Chimaev was there.
That's
I
right,
never knew who he was.
Yeah.
Or had an actual round with him. But it was Gus, Big Jimmy Manoa.
That's a great
Eli
job.
Latifi. Do you remember the boy Jonathan Weston? He fought in SFC back in the day.
SFC?
Aye, he was an absolute monster. I think he
Was
might have fought. Can you find out Jonathan Weston, his name was?
Did Reza Madadi fight out there?
He did, aye. Reza Madadi's an absolute legend. Like he is a great guy to hang about with.
He's a psycho.
Mental case as well. Used to get the woman to choke him out. That's it. I've seen this, what's been going on in old non-MMA news. Have you seen this, guys?
Oh,
Have you seen
my
this?
girlfriend showed me this and it is hilarious.
You seen it, Sean?
No.
So there's a girl from Airdrie who had convinced people she was pregnant. She was wearing a fake bump, as Craig said, for months. She had convinced her partner and everything, the guy she had the baby with, that they were pregnant. She actually pretended to give birth.
So
and
she
he wasn't allowed to be there.
So she'd went to scans. She held like a baby shower, got loads of
Gender
gifts.
reveals and all that.
Gender reveals, like the scans and everything. She went to herself. Nobody was allowed to come with her. She gave birth by herself, and the baby was a doll. She was faking it full time.
Was she
Why?
not
She
doing?
was taking photos of the doll and all that one.
Aye.
So you can see here, Miss Bonnie Lee, and she's posting like cunts were buying her like £1,000 prams and shit like that. And then when the dad or the supposed dad like held the baby, he was like, "This feels really cold." And apparently, like she snatched it off him and like went away with it. She was taking it into her work, like all bundled up and stuff like that to show people, and it was a doll full time.
Does
Because
she
she's
have
fucking
reason?
insane.
Mental health issues. I'm
Does she
going to
have
say.
reasoning? Then?
Nah, she's insane. She's
Well, you got her as
also
a doll for it, I know.
she's also previously like pretended she had cancer,
Oh,
so she's obviously just into.
she's
Silly
basically
that shit.
Aye, she's a crackpot.
That's crazy, man.
Oh, man.
But I don't know, like,
that line at the last one there when she texts the dad saying the baby had died. Oh, this guy's been through the ringer. This guy's think he's a Wayne.
so she texted him. She said, "Oh, I've got something to tell you about Bonnie Lee," and he's like, "What is it?" And she was just like, "That she died." And he was like, "What are you actually fucking talking about?" And he was like, "Aye, he's dead." He was like, "Right, I'm coming up to the house right now because I don't think they get on, and I don't think they were together when she was doing all this shit." And then when she was like, "Oh, I'm pregnant," like they got back. So I don't know if she's done this to try and get him back, and it's like she's been in too deep.
She has to go full fucking
Aye.
birth weight.
But like,
Did them else know? Parents of that know?
apparently not. Apparently not.
Surely you would know,
Our
man.
mum and all that said they didn't know. So I've seen
Wow.
this.
So this girl was the same age as you, aye?
Is
She's
she?
22.
She's a
22,
bit
is she?
older than me.
Same age.
Same age as Sean.
Same age as you guys? Do you know?
Nah,
Do Chloe know?
nah, don't think so.
Wow.
That's a lad in pro-life in the gym where I was doing my strength conditioning. He was talking to his mate. I just overheard him. I was putting my weights away and he was saying that his missus like was at the gender reveal and got a photo with her. Like with that girl. She's had like a prosthetic like belly on, with a
Belly,
dress over the top and all that.
Because like,
It's crazy.
like,
man.
is that just one of those things where
Is that
it
her
just?
there?
Aye, that's her.
She looks so normal.
I know.
I know.
Do you think this is genius?
Is this the one going on the one where she's got the bump go down one? Aye, there.
I'm sure that's at the.
She looks like one of the aliens from Men in Black. That's what I'm talking about.
These scary ones. Hey, Jay.
But like, there's a point there where
You could
do
have easily.
no, you do just need to commit.
No, but you could easily have had like some sort of like I know wrong, but an abortion or like a
Miscarriage or something.
a miscarriage.
Right. Well, this is the full thing. So see, when she first told the guy, he was like that. Like, listen, like, I'm not ready for this. Can you please
fall down the stairs.
get rid of this? Like, because I can't, I'm not equipped to deal with this. And he was like, nah, I'm keeping it. So she had it out,
Oh,
and she's not took it. And then she's just like, right, I need to fucking double down here.
Wow.
she looks pure normal. It's so fried.
Yep. There you go. That's what
Shows
happens.
you.
Women are fucking.
Aye,
normal.
there she is at the baby shower or the gender reveal.
Listen, the Wayne doesn't really need Wayne things. I want like a pair of Gucci sliders. Can you get me them? And I'm looking for
That's a good point.
I like really needs a new zipper, a new regatta jacket. I don't know.
500 quid will do.
What do you think she does with everything now?
Just sell it, obviously.
On eBay, aye.
Aye.
Right onto the
Well, if
fucking.
you're getting £1,000 pram, you're obviously going to free money.
I'll just keep it for the real thing.
The real thing, aye.
But
just-
surely nobody's going to want to fucking have a baby with her now.
Ah, you'll be tarnished.
No, but guys are ruthless. Guys will shag a fucking. Guys are weird. They'll date anything for their whole.
I remember you hearing you say it against Krylov, and remove this if this is too personal. But you said I got away with it against Krylov, and I'd never heard you say that before. And I can remember being like, no, that was a fucking exceptional win. Why would you say you got away?
It was the.
I never understood it at the time.
It wasn't the actual movement that I did or anything to do with the camp. What I believe was the camp wasn't great.
Mm-hmm.
And
You
what
felt like you didn't do enough.
No, and I said to Brian, we get away with that. I remember saying it to him, and we had an argument that night. We just want to fight, and I think sometimes you need to be brutally honest with yourself, because the camp itself was shit. We had so many arguments. I ended up having to train myself a fair bit of it, training with Chris Bungard, like having to do all this kind of stuff. When you're fighting a guy like Krylov in London, and I remember walking back to our hotel with an apartment down at the bottom of, where that, you've been to the Canary Wharf, London, haven't you? And down the bottom, there's where we had an apartment, and I'm walking back, and it's just me and Brian. And I go to him, we were lucky there. We got away with that one. What do you mean? And then this is when we had this argument. This is, we've just won a fight, and it should be the greatest moment. But I wanted him to know, like, we get lucky there. We should have done more, but we didn't. And the reason we didn't, because we both aren't on the same page. And it might not just be me, it might be you, it might be both of us. I don't know what but we get lucky.
Something.
Aye, and that was the sort of downfall in myself and the Scottish Hit Squad.
Do you think there is other camps where that's going on? Where there's maybe like, do you remember when Sean Strickland's coach came out and fucking slaughtered them after who did he fight? DDP. Was it DDP he fought? And Strickland's coach came out and said, no, you've not done enough there. And
was it DDP? And he was like, I think it was DDP.
Is it Nick? Was it Nick Sick came out?
Aye.
And then he sort of retracted it all.
You're right, he did.
What I didn't like about it was that he did it publicly, but privately. Do you think people are going in? It must have been Drickus, do you think guys are going in and they're having these hard conversations, or do you think that these high level coaches, because there's a financial incentive to just go, you're doing great, you're doing brilliant, this is excellent.
And if you rock the boat, you mean be part of the team.
And
that was
you weren't lucky there. That was your exceptional eye for technique meant that you were able to produce that result. Whereas I think you're in a position specifically now at higher level where James will say that is not correct. He is.
I think you need that. Like, that's what I was trying to, like, see that walk back to that hotel. Never forget it. I had a skateboard in my hand, and I wanted them to know that camp was terrible, and we got lucky.
It still produced a result.
And then he almost turned around and was like, no, we didn't. It was, and then he started pointing other fingers, and I was like, no, like, take it away, man. Take away your ego and just be like, we had a camp that was shit. And it could have been far better, and we could have got a different result if say for instance the camp did go the exact beautifully way you wanted it, and it was you'd done all the sessions, the development was great, and you then get beat. We get, and in my eyes,
that's still okay.
Aye,
I know what you mean.
But for us to half-ass it and do a shit camp and still get the results, that's what I was trying to say to him. Like that. Like,
I definitely believe that's a negative.
Aye. Like, please look at this. Like, this is how I feel. If I had when I think about camps, and I'm like, I had an amazing camp then, but I lost. Like, I had an amazing camp against Kyle Barallo. Amazing camp. I was fucking like,
you were flying, eh?
I was the boy. But I done everything. I did everything. I left no stone unturned. And there became a point where, I'm going to be honest, when we first got offered that fight, it wasn't a favourable fight for us. Really was not a favourable fight. We were going to lose, but see, the more I was in that camp and I was in that changing room and I was in the training in the gym, busting my ass, there came a point where I was like, I'm fucking knocking this guy out. I'm going to beat him standing up, and then see if it comes to the ground, I'll fuck him up there as well. Because the camp was so good, and then it comes to the fight and obviously doesn't go the way you want it to go.
I believe you.
So you can take a llama? That's the
Definitely
biggest
take a
difference
llama.
one.
Easy. A horse even.
No,
a horse is
man. A
fucking
horse
you up.
kicks you.
Aye.
Mate, get that behind the head.
Mate, the seat's solid.
2 elbows.
It's going to be too strong for
Right
you.
in the ear.
I used to work with a guy, I'm talking like years ago, right? And he had like an assault on his criminal record for assaulting a police officer, and it was he punched a horse, broke his hand. The horses was during a football match. He was a Kelly fan, and the guy backed the horses. So what the horses do is they'll back you into like a opposing team were coming, all these guys were coming, the horses just blocked them off, and the guy fucking cracked the horse, shattered every bone in his hand, and got an assault for assaulting a police officer.
Rightly so.
So you're no fucking elbow in the dish.
I'm no some fucking gaylord thinking about football games, mate.
Definitely could take a llama. I could take a kangaroo, I think.
Kangaroo's a tough square go, by the way.
No, you see the boy on there?
Can move a bit.
Kangaroo.
When the one starts fucking nailing his dog.
Right,
that's a good one.
Grabs your dog, what you doing it?
Oh, I'm taking its life to the death.
Craig said he'd be lucky to beat anything dog-sized or above. They fuckers bite the shit out of you. My golden retriever got attacked by an Akita. I cleanly head kicked it full pedal and it didn't even phase it.
No.
I've kicked dogs before and nothing happens to them, eh? Some of them.
I told you about the dog I kicked over the road.
Was it
Mhm.
not a wee dog though?
Aye, wee dog. It was solid too. My foot was killing me. It was just after I'd fought and my foot was sore.
Oh, right.
And I fucking humphed this thing. Month.
Oh, mate.
I was a different one for the wee one that kicked into the wee lassie's hands.
I've had to kick a dog that was definitely going to attack my son, eh? There was no two ways about it. Just a dog out on its end. And I was like, I fucking see you later. You're getting volleyed, eh? Oh.
So I think we need to do is pick something
What
with
about a small bear?
less weapons. You don't want weapons. Bears have got claws and teeth.
But a smaller one?
Still got claws and teeth.
Like a...
Like a panda.
No. You ever watched the videos of them fucking chucking people about? Like the tame ones?
No.
Where they obviously just think it's a lad, like they're just playing.
The
But they fucking grab, so they'll grab onto the, like keepers by the legs
The
now.
legs,
They can't move them. They can't, so I think they're a lot more robust than we think.
couple of hammer fists.
Aye. 12 to 6s all day. Wow.
Aye, I think
A giraffe.
It's a lot of neck on it.
it's a lot of kicking as well.
How do you get to the neck though?
Where'd
Have you ever
hear
seen them fighting each other?
See if a giraffe wore a collar, where would the collar be?
On its shoulders?
Nearer the body or nearer the head?
The body? Because we don't have a tie up here, do we?
Of course it would be near the top, mate. Where'd you put your
No,
collar? Where's your dog wear a
it'd be-
collar?
It would be near the bottom.
No.
Aye.
Bring up a picture of a giraffe with a collar, mate.
And anyway, I thought you meant a collar, isn't it? Like a collar and tie.
No, like a dog collar. If a giraffe...
on the
right,
bottom.
no chance. It would be there.
Aye.
Ridiculous.
Where would you put it?
Up by its head.
How are you going to walk it if it's a way up there?
It'll have to put its head down.
That one's better. The harness. Like, have you ever seen these fighting each other?
No.
They use their horns and they swing their heads and fucking look at it.
Oh, wow.
So they swing their heads and try and hit each other's body. Go and see if you can get a wee quick video of it. We don't need to listen to it, just a wee.
That's wild.
Mate, they're absolutely ferocious. So
Yeah,
no,
they look
I
so
don't think,
friendly as well.
I don't think we're fighting one of these. Like they actually swing, so it's two big horns
Mm.
on the top of their head, and they just throw them into the hips. Which we see the force this gets. Come here, you wee dick. You're getting it.
It's Harmon.
Look.
Fucking hell.
Just how we dig to the neck.
Aye,
Aye.
that catches you, man. That's
Probably break the fucker.
What's a giraffe's neck made of?
bone and muscle, same as ours.
Aye, but is there like a...
There's more vertebrae in our neck, I'm sure, than in a giraffe's neck. That's one of the.
Because I was
shiny
going to
facts.
say, like, if you've got like
Bones?
bones running up that, surely you know I'd be fucking swinging that in
No, definitely.
with some force.
It's two wee horns. They're part of the bovine family. Don't know where relation is to camels. Don't think they're any other relation.
Right, so no giraffe, llama.
Llama. I think llama, kangaroo,
I think wee bear. Any sort of a small black bear.
mate, claws,
Nah.
teeth, you're fucked.
Aye, mate, but we are no like harmless.
But we don't have claws and teeth. We don't have
Aye,
teeth designed to rip or claws. We've got fists.
I didn't think it'd bite you. I think it'd get you.
I think you would struggle with a cow. So many a cow's battered me.
Aye. That's nothing but trouble with cows.
Aye, I'm going to say llama. Llama's an easy option. Llama, you could get a great good dig at it. Maybe a wee choke. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Aye.
right in the back, you're like, fucking down you go.
Down you go.
Aye.
So no predatory animal.
No, no predatory animal.
Needs to
Predatory
be-
will fuck you up.
Needs to be a herbivore.
Like a fox would give you a good run for your money as well.
Nah.
You think you'd
you
take a
could kill a
fox?
fox with your bare hands. You could turn a fox and then choke it to death.
Aye.
Are you going to do this in the bear before or after you've done Everest in 4 hours?
Probably on the way up.
The way.
Any foxes on the way up there, I'll get a grip of them.
Couple of foxes, nail the bear.
Do the Yeti while I'm at it. Discover the Yeti, kill him, and drag his body back
you
down.
think you could do a chimp? Because chimps are ruthless, man. They
Nah, no
rip
way.
the face right off folk.
Nah, I don't know. Maybe. What's going on? What have you been up to?
I stupidly decided to take on marathon on in 2
I
weeks'
knew,
notice.
I knew you were going to do this, eh?
So
I knew-
so last Friday, I had spoke to Chloe and I'd said, like, I could have done a marathon. And she was like, you're probably right. Like, see the way I was running on that thing. I was like, see if I just slowed down a little bit. I'm pretty sure I could do that another 8 times. So I was thinking and I was like, right, I need to make sure I've not getting on. So I message the wife and say, we getting on the 14th December? And she goes, no, I don't think so, but I need to check your diary. So I'm like, fuck, I'm just going to book everything. So booked the Malaga Marathon, and it is literally 2 weeks away. And then the wife comes home Friday afternoon and she's like, oh, that's Maya's dance show. And I was like, oh, and she's like, and I'm away at the Saturday as well. I've got a day out, so you were meant to watch our daughter so that she could go. Instead, I'm flying off to Malaga.
I'll go to the dance show.
So,
Kid on a view.
So what I said to Maya was like, I'm like, I don't want to go to your dance show. And she went, how no? And I was like, I'm going to be honest, it bores me. I'm like, what guy wants to go and sit and watch a dance show unless you're a fucking pervert? A sexual deviant.
Well, it's not just a random dance show.
Once I've seen my daughter dance, can I get on and leave? Nope.
That's
Can I?
true. That is.
You might have seen the looks. I done it one day. I done it 1 year at the Christmas, you know, when they're doing their wee sing song. And she was one of the very first kids up to sing, right? And it was
Because she's did they go the smallest to the oldest?
I'm not sure. No, it was oldest to, because they were only doing a song and then they were away. But the primary ones were doing the story of nativity. And as soon as it's done, she's like, "Where are you going?" And I was like, "I'm leaving."
Fucking him.
And she's like,
Have a
"Can
gym
I
to
do
get
that?"
to.
And I says, "I can." And I just stood up and just strolled off. And she's like, after it, she's like, "You're a prick." And I said, "How?" And I was like, "Just because I beat you to the punch." And she was like, "Aye, but I wanted to leave as well." And I was like, "But there's nothing there for me.
No.
This is not for me." And the same for the dancing. This is not for me. I see the dancing in the house. She jumps about the house all the time. Craig watched, were you there? You were in one night and you watched her and she just done cartwheels right through the fucking UFC.
The worst one is when they bring a pal. They've got a pal over and the two of them and they're dancing and they're videoing it and they're watching it. But what do you think of this, Dad? And you've got to be like, that's really good.
Well, see, I don't think you do. I think as a dad, you need to be like, listen, the dancing is not for me. You're taking your mom and your grand. Have you taken them in public?
I have before, but not big doses or anything like that. I took them in public once.
Do you take them at a party?
Yeah, no, I took them at I basically took them at this sports bar at a place called Lockie's in Barhead. They actually sponsored me as well. But I took them there once after my first main event in Glasgow. And straight after it, me and my friends had went outside. I hadn't done much or anything like that, but I could feel it. And I was feeling some like sort of way. I was wavy. And I'd went to Domino's. I'd got a pizza and stuff like that. And we just sat at the main street, just chilling in the main street for like, it was actually ages, but it was just nice. Do you know what I mean? It was just heavy nice. And it was also like leavers for the school kids and stuff like that. So there were hundreds of kids like just like below your year and stuff like that, which is like the demographic for people that know who I am in the area. And there was a bunch of kids like roughly around about your age had walked by and stuff like that.
Oh my God, that's Sean Clancy.
I could see them lock eyes with me. And then I was like, they're going to know who I am. They're going to know who I am. And then they walked by and I was like, felt like pure daft. They've done like a U-turn and came back. You're Sean Clancy, aren't you? And I was like, aye. And there was this mad goblin of a boy, like an absolute cretinous creature of a man. And he's came up and he's just been like, a pizza.
Was he real?
Do you know what? After it, I remember thinking, I don't think this, was he real? And then I've texted my mate and he's confirmed that he was real. But I remember thinking after it, I was like, that didn't he look right? Like he looked like a freak. And he was topless and stuff like that. It's freezing cold, topless, and just slavering all down himself and stuff like that. Just came over and then just can't even remember some pizza. I was like, mate, just take it. And he was like, thank you very much. Just stole the pizza right off me. And I was like, I actually remember being like, I was like, I can't tell what I should do here. And one of his mates was like, don't worry about him, he's just a mad spastic. I remember just bursting out laughing though. And they were trying to have like a pure heart to heart with me. And
I'm assuming these guys were pissed.
They were steaming, absolutely steaming. But
that's normal. What happens when guys are out, they want to.
My mates were finding it hilarious. My mates were finding it hilarious because they were trying to talk to me about fighting and stuff like that. They were like, oh, see, when I go out and stuff like that, I just batter folk and stuff. Just hitting it with absolute nonsense. And then I don't know, all of a sudden at the corner of my eye, one of them's just got up and started pure shadow boxing in the middle of the road, and he's been pure hitting a lamppost with roundhouse kicks and all that, and I've just been like, I cannot believe what's happening right now. My brain's been absolutely out of it. And it's made it like the fact that I've been on mushrooms and stuff like that, they've not known that I was on mushrooms. They must be thinking that, like, I don't know what they think of me and stuff, but they must be thinking, like, the last thing they're going to think is that I'm on mushrooms right now. And this wee guy, it's probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. This guy just jumped up and they just started shadowboxing my lamppost. And you can pure tell he's like trying to show off and stuff like that as well. It was just hilarious. It was a brilliant night, but nah.
Me and Greg were talking earlier this morning about, like, do you find it's a common issue, like, guys going out to clubs themselves completely sober in the hopes of
So you've just hit
sunglasses?
2 mega red flags straight away.
Do you let them in?
No, I won't. If you come up and you're a man on your own, you're not coming in. You're a rapist, mate. You're a rapist. What you doing going about sober on your own on a Saturday night for?
Rain. Aye, you're a creep.
You're a creep, mate. Explain. Right, what'd you go out on a Saturday night for?
On mine?
No, just in general. Greg, let's have you first. I didn't drink. I'm sober, so I wouldn't be drinking. That's cool, mate. You go out on your own.
I wouldn't go to a nightclub, Moan, but I'm because it's just strange because you go to shag birds.
Right.
I'm just going to say that.
Aye.
But
I agree.
I'm very much like, I don't give a fuck about doing things myself. Like, I'm quite comfortable doing things myself.
Right.
Like, I'll go to pictures
This
myself.
isn't going to the pic. I knew you were going to say the pictures, right? This isn't going to the pictures.
I've been out and about working and I've been like, all right, fuck it, I'll jump into Nando's or a restaurant myself. It doesn't bother me whatsoever.
Aye, that's different. That's getting lunch.
I know, but do you think that's weird, folks? Do you think that's weird?
You can't come to a nightclub on your own, mate.
No, I mean, nightclub's different.
Mate, I've not been in a nightclub in about
what?
Fucking
Stonewall
years,
predatory, mate. I'm telling you.
What if you're just up in the pub yourself? Because I see old guys at the pub themselves all the time.
That's different, isn't it?
It's got you need a good setting for it. Like,
but you're also not going to the pub really and no drinking. Do you know what I mean? I think
What if you're just sitting in the pub reading the paper and no drinking and you're having an orange juice like Phil Mitchell?
seems alright
You
to
know what
me.
I'm talking about? It's a classic.
I mean,
Phil Mitchell's for EastEnders. Is Phil Mitchell still a guy in EastEnders?
I don't know. Is it? Go on.
What was his missus? Ugly thing.
Sharon.
Lesbian haircut.
Craig, do you remember?
Was that Kat?
No, it was
Kat was the dark-haired one who got
Kat
shagged off
Slater?
every cunt.
No, she was called
I don't know.
I've got guns, Phil. What was her name again? Ross Kemp was somebody, yeah.
She was she jumped about with the big fat lass, didn't she?
I will shag your family, mate.
So is he still there? Yes. Steve McFadden continues.
What a career.
Phil Mitchell, I know.
I could be Phil Mitchell.
Him and Shell Suit Bob, longest serving soap stars. Unreal.
Aye. Shirley.
Shirley, that was her name. You're
She
right.
looks a Shirley.
Aye.
Grimace. Won many fights in the boozer against men. But no, didn't he? And see, you'll end up clipping that, I don't doubt. But listen, I'm standing by that one. If you come to a nightclub sober, man, on your own, you're a fucking freak, mate. Get some friends. Join your local fucking Domino's club or something. I don't know.
Domino's.
Didn't be coming to nightclubs, bro.
It's just preparing you for gayness.
Mate of mine, he texts me a day, he's like, I want to start doing metal detecting as a hobby, but I'm worried it's gay.
Oh,
And I
that's
was
gay.
like, it's mega gay.
Aye.
However, I'm in. Like, when we gone?
You got a metal detector?
I've got 2 mates that aren't you?
Aye.
Have they
You
found
go
anything
with them?
good?
You'll love this, mate.
Go on.
One of them found a medieval sword pommel,
Where?
right? So I don't know where it was, right?
Phone
but,
him.
I'm
only joking.
I could phone him, but when you find something of such historical significance, the government get involved in all that, right? So they were told that they had to give it up to the National Trust, but the National Trust paid them, and it was, you need to, wherever you're digging, you need to split whatever you get with the landowner, right? So he's found the sword pommel, you know, they get 60 grand for it, and they hang me, they split it 30 grand each, but
I mean, that's better.
that's your detector paid for.
Aye.
There's
How much
nothing
is
gay
it,
about that.
150 quid.
Is that what it is?
For a good one. Aye, is that all?
I know how I know, mate. Because I bought one on Amazon this morning.
See, when you said about that, you were the guy?
No.
My mate was telling me once he got metal detectors. Is that gay?
It's the guy who won the poster the other day. So me and him went and found and again, this people message me pure shit for this. There's a Confederate soldier buried in Edinburgh.
Is it?
And he told me about it. And we went and visited the grave and that. Went to go and see it. Like, Googled up about the guy killed leading a charge.
Beautiful grave.
So why was
A
he?
great time visiting.
He was from Edinburgh.
Why was he in America?
Fancied it.
Just went, there's a bit of chaos happening over there,
Here's the
fuck it.
best bit, right? So he's fucked off. How long does it take you to get to America at that point?
But
Right.
what's a boat?
Right.
Once.
And then they've brought his body back to be buried.
There's a Union one in a cemetery in South Queensferry as well. Same thing. He was killed at the Battle of Bull Run.
Really?
But you don't think he's a bad guy, though, eh?
So have you bought a metal
I don't
detector to see if any of these guys are buried with some medals that you can go grave robbing?
It would be cool.
Jebediah Springfield.
His tongue. But aye, that was a bit of a mad tangent.
So
there.
Rinse it out.
tell the guys about your hair, Sean. With Kieran Reid.
Oh, aye.
He did you dirty.
I know. See, the thing is, see if he'd meant it, it would have been funny and I wouldn't have been raging. But he didn't mean it, so it actually did annoy me. So I was sparring and I was actually growing my hair out.
It was a fair length.
It was a fair length. It was
It
getting
was
long.
it was like combing it back and it looked like
class.
It was
I was sparring and it kept getting in my eyes over and over and over again. Like this, like weeks in advance and stuff like that. And eventually I was just like, I've had enough of it. Just cut it here so it's out my face because it wouldn't look that bad. See if it was all long and then I just had a wee fringe or something like that, I'd have been fine. It was like, right sound. And then just like cut it right all the way up here, but it was like to the scalp. So I've had to literally shave all my head. So that's why I look like a living.
so.
It's Stranger
I
Things.
had came back and I said, "What the fuck happened to your hair?" Because you hadn't shaved it at that point.
Aye.
So it was like just this tuft of hair at the front. It was like
Had
cut
all this
proper
hair
short.
and like a negative fringe. So I had all this hair out here and just nothing there. It just looked pure daft.
It looked almost like it was cut so short that it was just sticking out.
My hairline's a bit funky as well. So like, it looked so much worse. See, just because my barber had to like shave the whole thing off. It was sad to see it go because it looked.
Aye, it
good.
was getting marvellous.
Do you ever cut your hair, Stephen? Or are you committed to the mullet?
I don't know. I'm hot and cold to it all the time.
No,
You
don't
always
do
say
it.
I think I would keep it.
Nah, don't.
You need to know you can't
it,
like
man.
go.
I
It's
know.
like
I'm
my
literally
entrance
known
tune.
as the kid with a mullet.
I can't like I can't have another entrance tune now. You cannot have another hairstyle.
Ross, you get any weird job interview techniques you do?
So this is so bad. I remember when I worked at Security Group and I was the manager there, they took us in on this like course and they're like, right, this is how you should be interviewing people. They're like, what is your first question when someone comes for a job interview? I used to be like, got an SIA badge? Yep, cool. What's your second question? Do you have a car? They're like, why'd you ask that? I'm like, because he can drive other staff to work as well. I'm like, guy's got a car, he's more useful. And they were just mortified that I never actually cared about your, like, I don't
You as
care.
a person.
I don't care where you worked before,
What do you
mate.
do? Is there a time where you've been like in a
Oh.
high
Could-
tense
I know.
situation, and what was the outcome?
How did you de-escalate? Like, if I heard a story that a boy was an absolute head case, I'd be like,
You
let's
got the
get him. All right, mate, you looking for any work? Like, that's the type of guy I'm looking for.
I had to, see, when I was a teenager, I must have been about 18, maybe 19. I had applied for a job. I didn't have any sort of engineering experience, and I got an engineering job working in a
Mate,
it was a Great Western Road. No, not Great Western Road. What's the one? London Road, going into Glasgow. There was a whiskey distillery there, and I got a job maintaining the machines until they realised
this guy's got no idea what he's doing.
I had like maybe worked like
Except-
2 shifts, and they had brought me in and were like, "Do you not have a degree in engineering?" I was like, "Nope."
So what were you doing for those 2 days?
I was learning. So the first day was like a in the office kind of thing, like doing your health and safety shit.
Aye.
Second day was when he took you out and messed about on, and he must have been like, "This guy's."
No idea what he's looking at.
I
That's excellent.
just blagged myself into a job.
The amount of people, though, every time I've ever got an interview for a job, I got the job. And then they hire me and they're like, oh, this guy is fucking stealing stuff out the office. And that. It's just a fucking nightmare, this cunt. There's no turning up. And it's like, people see when the idea that there's these hiring managers. Do you know what's the biggest fucking scam ever? LinkedIn. You ever been on LinkedIn? You got a LinkedIn? What a waste of fucking time that is. Why would you?
Is it social media for liars?
That's all it is. I would just go on your Instagram. What type of guy is this Craig? Right. Seems a good guy. Go to hire him. I don't really care about anything.
So if MD is on your social media, you're fucked, mate. You would never get a job.
Ken. I can never go back.
I
Mate,
can't go back to the real world.
and do you want to know why I actually set up my own company? I had got sacked for a job and then I'd started a new job. I worked at Livy Centre And I did 7 night shifts, right? I was a security guard at Livy Centre, and I was like, this is quite shite. 7th night, came home, and Eve, my daughter slagged me off for it. She was like, you're a security guard at the centre, eh? And I was like, no, I'm not. She was like, hey, your mum told me you're working there. And I was like, no, I didn't work there. And I just never went back. And I was like, fucking, I'm getting ripped by my own daughter for my job. I was like,
Was she ripping you?
aye.
No, she
Aye,
was.
she was. She was. Like, yeah, you loser. And
That's what you thought.
I thought that in myself, aye.
Oh man, a job. Really,
A job is a job, right? And I
there's
respect to anybody out there just trying to earn a crust, but I was like, what am I doing? You're not even trying. And I think that's true for a lot of people. They're just not even trying. And then they end up like, well, I just do this job, and they put the money in the bank every month. So I'll just keep doing it.
Mhm.
Like for you, it must have been hard to walk away from the UFC because that's a well-paying job. You can just keep going out there,
Mhm.
keep getting paid. But you're like, well, no, I'm not able to give my best
Mhm.
in this role. So I'm not doing it. It's a completely different mindset to what fucking I was doing. Just turn up, get paid, go away. That's completely wrong.
See, I'd like a job like that where you just don't have any stress.
Aye, but that's because you've been in such a high stress. Like people can't comprehend the level of stress you must have been under with like making weight, media
Like,
appearances.
see, just doing normal stuff.
Are you liking it?
Like just putting stuff, milk. I always thought about stacking milks. That guy looks like he's got his shit sorted out. See the guy that stacks the milk in Asda and Tesco and that?
Aye.
He's the guy. He's fucking winning at life. It's already in the fucking trolley. All he does is pushes it in and it's done.
And they get to wear their headphones and that now. They never used to. Never
Well,
used to see them.
Now
with-
you've got glasses, you can just listen to.
Aye. I used to work at the Tesco warehouse, mate. I worked there for about 2 weeks. No word of a lie. I used to drive up there every night in the motor greeting, eh? Just be like, oh my
What was it you were doing?
Just fucking doing the packing. Yeah, the picking. Sorry. You
Aye.
would just like put the stuff into the fucking.
Hated it.
I was the only English speaker on the shift and nobody spoke to me. So like all the Romanians and the Bulgarians and that, they all hated me.
You've got a bit of that Eastern European look about you.
That's what I thought.
You'd have fit. I thought you'd have fit right in.
That's what I thought.
Fitted right in.
And then I went for a shit one day, right? And the tracker was like, oh, you've been away for 8 minutes. The boy came up to me, he was like, are you been away for 8 minutes? I'm like, mate, I'm ripping the heater fit in the toilet. What do you want? And he was like, aye, we need to be quicker. And I was like, get him what? Catch you the fuck later, eh? Just left. And I'm just, I fucking hated it. That's got to be the worst one, actually.
Did you ever partake in the toilets, like right in the was?
Oh, fuck, aye. This job's for scumbags. Fuck all the Romanian people who didn't speak to me. Like,
Wonder why they didn't like you.
I know.
aye. I know it's you, Ross, the only guy like who can write in good English. But aye, that was brutal. That was a fucker.
Never able to set up a wee chewing the fat style wee den behind the fucking pallets.
No way, mate. See in there, have you ever had that type of job? See in these warehouses, like everything is, there's no way you couldn't. See as well, I remember when you left, you used to have to hit this like button, and every like third person, it flashed up red, and it meant the security got to like pat you down and go through your bag and like fucking go through your clothes and that. So you couldn't even steal stuff.
Wow.